Hi everyone, this is online meetup with the winners of InterSystems Digital Health Interoperability Contest 2025 that just finished last week, and the task for the developers was hey, we invited developers to build open source solutions with InterSystems technology and that are related to different aspects of digital health tasks that can happen and how we can tackle them with address them with InterSystems tech and some different features of IRIS-FHIR, and also maybe with AI or with the FHIR server, with actually any approaches you guys have in your experience. And we that was a very successful contest. We had 13 applications, and today we are happy to congratulate winners and talk to developers in person. But before we start, maybe Elijah, we have a product manager of InterSystems for digital health and FHIR, interoperability in FHIR. Elijah, do you want to share a few words? Like, what's your experience and any?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a sort of very exciting time, really, to be working in the FHIR space in particular. I think particularly in the US and parts of Europe and Australia, we're seeing huge amounts of third-party application development, particularly for sort of clinical decision support, patient outreach, and increasingly population health. So yeah, it's a great time to really be promoting some of these use cases and looking at some of the applications that can be built, hooking into EHRs, that sort of thing. So yeah, very exciting time to be working in FHIR, and yeah, I've seen a few of the applications from this contest from Open Exchange, extremely promising. So yeah, well deserved to all the winners.
Okay. Thank you, Elijah. Yes, and maybe we will ask for your impression on the go for any particular implementations. But yeah, so what I like about this content that we had several newcomers, like engineers that did it for the first time and participated, and yeah, and I see at least two of them here. So Laura, Blázquez. If Laura, correct me if I'm wrong if I pronounce your name properly.
It's okay.
Yeah. So thanks for joining. Also, Landon. So are you guys ready to share? Actually, what's this all about is that we are given every winner. So you like in a list of winners. Also, like we give it time to like 5 minutes to present, to talk about yourself, and also make a demo of your application. Yeah, and also just to see how it works, I will give a floor to Yuri Marx, who is a serial participant and winner in InterSystems developer contests, and now and in this with this contest, Yuri succeeded with the third place, if I'm not mistaken. And Yuri, do you wanna maybe 5 minutes about yourself, because if someone else don't know you yet, and please share what's the idea behind your application, why did you start doing it, and maybe give us some demo, please. We cannot hear you. Maybe press now. Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks. I will present to you my context application, G-Forms for health. I will share my screen. Okay, Health-GForms is an application to collect data from Google Forms and generate FHIR content to send to FHIR repository. So you can use this app to collect patient data, questions, answers, or consentments, content from your patient without to create a new system, because Google Forms is very complete solution to get data and send to your FHIR repository. So this app is API service, so you can create a Google form using a JSON definition. So you can see here, create form patient. So this is a form, a Google form definition to create a Google form collecting given name, family name, gender, and other birth dates, basic data about a patient, but can be any data to be collected here. So we haven't this form patient JSON, and I will use the API to create this form in Google Forms online. Okay, I will post the form definition, form patient, form saved in my server, and now I will create the form in Google Forms. Okay, creating the form from file definition online. Okay, I returned form ID, and now I go to the Google Forms, and I will edit my new form here. New patients with given name, family name, all fields that I defined in the JSON here. And now I will collect the end user will fill the form. I will simulate this check mail. And form sends the data. Now I have the answer, one answer here, but I can get this answer in my API. Get the form from form ID and using a template to get this data, because I have I want the data using a template. This template here, you can create your templates to generate the final content using the form data collected with your templates. So I go to this template, create patients. This is my templates using Mako is a Python project, and I can use instructions here, and will generate the data in the file format here. But can be HTML, XML, any data formats. Let me create from form definition. This is the form ID. Form contents, form templates, and send. Yes, the FHIR content here to create a new patient in my FHIR server with the data filled in the past form. So I can get these contents and save in my FHIR server. FHIR server patients, send, created. I can find the patient here, my repository. Okay, this is my app. Thanks.
Yeah, this is really great. So, and Yuri, can you maybe share what is the main use case of your system? So, is it like, for if I understood properly, it's a way to build flexible UI for questionnaires, right? And then store it in directly in FHIR, kind of like that.
It is very flexible. The form creation, we use JSON file definition, and to collect the data, you use Mako template. This is a library from Python world. So it's very flexible.
Yeah, thank you. I think introducing Mako templates into the environment for convenient for InterSystems developers is really powerful contribution.
Yes.
Thanks for doing that. So I hope a lot of developers will benefit from this, and thanks for bringing this into InterSystems ecosystem. Yeah.
Thank you.
So very cool. So Laura, this was like any questions to Yuri? Like any comments, questions from the audience? No, good. Yeah, and now thank you, Yuri. Thanks again for participation and contribution. So yeah, thanks for sharing this for community, and congratulations. And I invite Laura now to share what you did, please. So and possibly like maybe 5 minutes for everything, like introducing yourself, why did you do this, and also maybe some short demo.
Okay, I will try to be fast. Well, my name is Laura. I've been working with InterSystems for the last 14 years, always with the interoperability part, creating interoperability solutions. And I decided to create this application, FHIR-Craft, to be a tool that can help the beginners with FHIR to start creating those FHIR resources. When I started with FHIR last year, the first thing that I found is that I didn't know how to work with FHIR properly. And there are a lot of solutions like Cynthia with a lot of resources that you can use, but they are too big. They were too big for me, and probably for other people could be the same. So I created these solutions to create smaller resources with few information, just to interact with them and understand a bit how they work and how can you save on the FHIR server and interact with it. So I will share my screen.
I hope there is a share button there.
Yeah. I don't know if I have.
Maybe some permissions. Yeah, we can see your screen. Yeah.
I think you're looking. What?
Maybe
no,
different window.
Sorry, that's not the screen that I wanted to share. Sorry. Well, I think I can share anyone. This one. So I created a little application.
Yeah, we can see it now.
You can see the interface of FHIR-Craft?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. I created a small interface where you can configure some of the parameters of the resources. So you can create patients, appointments, and observations associated to a patient. So if you want to create 3 patients at any gender in a range of age like, I don't know, 25 and 65, and 2 appointments per patient with these other attributes, and for example, I don't know, 5 observations for each with this code and things like that. So you can configure it a little bit, and you can generate these resources. You also can check to add the resources to your FHIR repository. I will show you right now. And you can also use existing patients if your FHIR repository also have patients or practitioners, because appointments have practitioners associated. You can reuse it instead of creating always the new resources. In my case, I will create new ones. So if I click generate, here I have the resources generated with FHIR-Craft. These resources are stored in the FHIR server. I am using InterSystems IRIS-FHIR server, but the solution you can use any FHIR server that you want, because the operation, it's a REST operation. It has sorry, the interface is in Spanish. I didn't realize to change it to English. This operation uses the HTTP outbound adapter, so you can configure here the URL of the FHIR server of your choice. So every time you generate resources, the messages are sent to this interoperability production, and each resource is generated with random data. I use the populate utilities of InterSystems for creating the names and the directions of the patients, and then phone numbers and things like that, and doing some random generation for the birth date and the dates of the appointments too. So this information, like I said, is stored on the FHIR server. In the trace view, you can see all the calls that that they are done to the FHIR server. And if you want to check the server directly, you can go to the. Aren't you seeing the Postman, right? Can you see the Postman application?
No, we see.
Okay, well, there is there is another in my solution. There is a Postman collection that you can make calls to the FHIR repository to check the patients or the appointments and things like that. I will try to show you quickly. Where are you? I can see you here. So it's a little thing. I have a lot of applications, so I can find it. I have to go.
Yeah, but I think
it doesn't matter.
We got the idea, yes, and thank you for contributing this, Laura, because the most important correct me if I'm wrong, but the most important for developers is to save time in learning curve and like in routine operations, and devote this time to the most valuable to deliver solution and innovation. Yeah, thanks for that, and I think a lot of developers will be using your solution now. Like I will definitely try it, like for my new FHIR server application when I will do that. But I wonder if we have any comments, questions, like Elijah, Daniel, if you wanna.
Yeah, I think this is very interesting. I know that using Cynthia, you'd have to define some modules, and it's not necessarily straightforward to impose some of these restrictions on the data. Without applying those modules or sort of running it directly from the terminal. So I guess one thing I'm wondering as well, have you considered maybe being able to generate resources conformant to a particular profile, for example, or sort of validating against, like a US core or some like national core profile, for example, because that's something Cynthia struggles with a lot as well.
Well, in my case, I didn't use the profiles, so I didn't have experience in that case. But I think this could help too. If you are starting with new profiles and things like that, you can use this tool to check all the information and the fields that you must fill to make the resource valid for the FHIR repository.
Thank you very much, Laura. Very cool. And actually, thanks for participating in the contest first time, and hope not the last time. So you will join us in the next contests too. I see Muhammad joined us. Muhammad, are you able to make a demo?
Yeah, hi everybody. First of all, sorry,
Hi.
I found some connection issue. I was not able to connect.
Okay, so no worries. If you maybe fix it for now. So if you tell me if you can do it now, or we wait.
Let me try. So let me share my screen.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So Muhammad, 5 minutes, please.
Yeah. Okay.
So and we see a lot of us. Yeah. So now we can see this. Yes.
Okay.
IRIS-FHIR-Bridge. Yeah. We can see IRIS-FHIR-Bridge.
Okay. So this is my application, IRIS-FHIR-Bridge. Basically, the main theme is to convert your legacy data into FHIR resources. So the key feature is the CSV to FHIR transformation. Then there is HL7 to FHIR conversation, and then CCDA to FHIR, and FHIR to HL7. So repository contains all the samples and also the Postman collections. So the application is already running. So this is the interface. So let me start logging to production. So this is the production. So it contains these services, and this is our main service, CSV to file. This is a file-based business service. It's reading the CSV data from this path, and then it's converting to the FHIR, and then it's generating the JSON file which contains this data. So basically, this is in the source. This is the main basically process which receive the file as a CSV, and then it using this InterSystem FHIR model to convert this to resources. So I am initiating the entry. Then this is a bundle request. Then here I'm creating the patient resources. So it will read the file. The file is here in the sample. I'm taking for example, patient. So I have these 5 patients here. So the production, once it started, read the file from here, and then it process it. So let me open it. So this is the patient operations. So here it's reading this HL7 file, CSV file, and then here it's converting to the file resources. So once we have these resources, we can post to the FHIR server. I already have these bundles. It's already in the repository. We can import in the Postman. So let's see first. Run this statement to see our capabilities statement of the FHIR server. So it's okay, it's running. So what I'll do, I'll just take this patient resources file which is generated by this production. So the file is here. Basically, this is a part of the container. I'll just copy this file. This is generated by our production. So before posting this file, I can just check if we have any patient resources. So currently we don't have any resources. So to post this into server, I can use this API. So all I need to just paste that generated JSON and then post to the server. So it's saying, okay, so these patients are created now. We can again, if I go back to this patient API, and I can see these 5 resources are created. So same way we can also create these other resources as well. So next is our HL7 to FHIR. This is also, we have a file service, and also we have HTTP service. So in the file service, again, it's already processed this file. So we can see it's in HL7 format, and we are getting back the file resources. Next, we have CDA to, just I'm just stepping up.
Yeah.
So for CDA to FHIR, again, if we go to Postman, so we have this service CDA to FHIR. So this is our CDA document. I am using an API. So now we are getting back this FHIR. And the last one is FHIR to HL7. So we are passing the FHIR, and we are getting back the HL7. So rest things are available in the repository. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. This is amazing. Thank you very much, Muhammad, because this is a kind of fundamental, one of the most important feature of IRIS for Health is the digital health interoperability. I think this will be a great foundation for a lot of developers on where to start and how it works. If I'm not mistaken, this all works through SDA structure, right? Like for the
Yes, exactly.
HL7.
Yeah, in the middleware, we are using SDA. So everywhere you can see we have FHIR to SDA, then HL7 to SDA, then SCDA to FHIR.
Okay. Great, and congratulations, and thank you for contributing. Colleagues, do we have any questions? Daniel, Elijah, do you have any input?
Hey, sorry, I may have missed something, but is there a simple way to modify the transformations as well? If you needed to customize certain elements, for example.
I think, of course, this is the core idea to have it like a fundamental field. But Muhammad, maybe
yes, exactly. If you are talking about CSV to FHIR, yeah, because we have in InterSystems this FHIR module, we have more than 1,000 classes, so which we can utilize. Now I only work with the 5 resources, and we have, as you are aware, we have around 145 resources, so we can work on it. This is purely customizable.
Oh, great. Yeah, I was wondering how simple it might be if we had an extension on one of our resources, or we had sort of custom elements in the CSV, for example. Could we sort of extend the transformations that you've already built?
Yes.
And then sort of add that additional logic on top?
Yeah, it can be extended.
Yes, thank you very much, Muhammad. This is I hope also this will be a very useful template for a lot of developers and InterSystems developer community. Yeah, and now I pass the floor to Landon. Landon, are you with us?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me all right?
We can hear you very well.
Great.
So yes, thank you very much for participating, and for the first time, if I'm not mistaken, yes, you also participate. Yeah, thank you, and please share like some information about yourself, where you're from, and what's the idea of your application, like what was your motivation, and maybe do some demo. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Landon Miner. I'm an implementation consultant and developer with Lead North. We do a lot of work with ISC for implementation with HIEs, FHIRs, and so on. The tool I built is the CCD data profiler. So this sort of came about when working with HIEs and FHIRs. For HIEs, they could have an ADT and CCD feed for one facility, and they need to make decisions about whether or not to take allergies from the CCDs or the ADTs, or to take encounters from the CCDs or the ADTs. So sort of data provenance questions. And without being able to see the data at a larger scale, it was harder to make those decisions. So what my tool does is it takes in a directory of CCDs or loads them from the repository to break them down using XSLT and extract the key data elements from the CCDs. So like I mentioned, there's a repository, and this will just pull it from the document repository, or you can enter a directory. Then you would just enter a profile name and click Start Import. You can also select which sections you would want to profile. So if you just want to take a look at the patient data, you could do that, and then you would start import. Because of our limited time, I will not actually do the import, but you can see down here I have this demo, 57 CCDs created today. And you can see the breakdown of each section has a percentage, and that's what percent of the CCDs contain data for that section. So if we jump to the reports section, you can see here we uploaded the demo report. And if you click on any of the sections, you can see a drop down of all the individual fields. Don't worry, this is not PHI, this is all test data. So you can see we have a list of MRNs, and you can see the value, the number of times that those values were encountered, and the XPath from which the data came from in the CCD. So this is especially helpful for data analysis, mapping exercises, and data completeness for HIEs, FHIRs, and so on. For example, you can look at all the race codes and see what's coming in and make decisions about the data and how to handle it in InterSystems. So yeah, pretty much all the sections work the same way. It's a drop down of the individual fields. Anything that's grayed out, there was no data found for that. So you can see goals is gray. There were no goals or implants found in this data profiling report. Similar to importing the data, you can export it. And you can choose which section. So if you just want patient data, you can apply that and export it. There is an option to do a quick passover to remove common PHI fields like patient names, addresses, and so on. There is a warning that it's not a 100% guarantee that there will be no PHI, and to always review your data. But once you export that, you can load it in Google Sheets, and you can start looking at your data with an easier glance here. So you can see you have the fields here, the values here, the occurrences, and the XPath from which it came. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There is the option to modify the XPaths and XSLT that is used to extract certain values. So if you need to change the XPath for the patient ID location, if your MRNs are coming in a different location, you can do that right here. You can apply the changes, and then you can test it on this screen here, and then you can see the output, what data is being extracted here. And then, of course, you can delete data by the profile or delete all data and start fresh. And that's pretty much it. Unfortunately for this contest, the FHIR version of this tool was not ready, but maybe for the next one.
Yeah, of course, we have the option like when you participate next contest with hey, we just added a few features more. But anyway, so this looks amazing. It's like it looks like that we have another developer tool ready for dev community for the folks who are busy with CCDA. Thank you for doing that. It's a great contribution to community, and it's all open source. Like, thank you, Landon.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks.
and I'm joining like a lot of thanks from community for doing that. Yeah, and any comments, Daniel, Elijah, if you have anything to share?
Oh, I really appreciate it.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, this looks amazing. Looking forward to seeing the FHIR version as well.
Daniel, you were talking, yeah?
Sorry?
Yeah, do you have like any like comments?
No, I said that's great.
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, Landon, thank you very much, and we only wish. But thanks for joining contest for the first time, and we wish you to see your contributions next. And I hope community will provide comments to the application and will start using it, because we know that CCDA is a very popular standard in the United States, and it's a great deal for digital health interoperability. This tool. Perfect. So we almost done, but yeah, Ren, we have another team from Brazil that were not able to join today. But if I'm not mistaken, we have some video from them, right? Ren, maybe you can share it with us to.
Hello everyone, my name is Henry. I will show to you FHIRInsight, our solution for this latest contest. So first of all, I want to say thank you for everyone that voted on us. Unfortunately, it was not possible to us to participate on this live meetup. So FHIRInsight, our development team was José Roberto, Henrique Dias, and me. We are the musketeers. And the first question is, why FHIRInsight? Simple, because to read blood test examples is hard. It's not an easy task to do. You have a lot of reference tables, a lot of interpretations of data, and our idea is to make it simple, useful, and with a lot of clear, and to not only for patients, but for healthcare professionals too, to do a confident decisions. So, and how it works. So FHIRInsight is split in two models. The first one is ingest model, that you send scientific articles URL. You can send articles, sites of insights about blood test examples, disease, and how to treatment about some blood disease. And you can send also PDF files with scientific papers, whatever. We split these documents and vectorize it and saving a vector database inside of InterSystems FHIR. And another model is when you send a FHIR file with results of the blood test, the FHIRInsight do a prompt for LLM, AI agent. And why we focus only in blood test exams, you can send it with results of a urine exam too, the will interpretation, but we fine tune our prompt. We do a prompt engineer specifically for identify blood disease like anemia, diabetes, any kind of coagulations and whatever. And after the AI do analysis and create a report, we do a RAG, a retrieval augmented generated, with our vector search to get insights based on these articles that we ingest before. And how to use FHIRInsight? You can use it through an API or using web application. So let me show to you the API. Here is our API. You can send here I put a lot of articles about diabetes. You send the URL, and here we have a FHIR file with an exam of a patient, and you can send, and you will return a markdown report. And here is the result of the report. And another way to use is through a web application. And on repository, we left a lot of samples of FHIR files of a lot of fictional patients with a lot of disease to analyze, like Emily that has type 1 diabetes. You can also upload the insights, or you send to analyze. And here is the result of this report about the and the insights from the scientific papers, recommendations, and let me show the last thing is the healthcare interoperability on the FHIR file, and you can see all the messages here. Like this, they send the FHIR of the patient. We send with a prompt engineer, a prompt prepare together to AI, and this return the first report, and after that we send again with some vectors searched resulted, and to do a reg and the final answer here. That's it. Thank you everyone to see, and bye.
That was also very useful example how FHIR server can be leveraged along with LLM, some Gen AI solutions. With that, I can confirm that maybe this was the best contest so far, because we had a very painful problem that we need to select only 3 best applications. And this time we had, I don't know, so many good contributions. Thank you very much for developers for doing that. So we just it's a painful problem that how to choose only 3, but we still want to have this problem because we want to see more useful applications from InterSystems developer community. And thanks for contributing to open source, for the good and value of developers with InterSystems technology. We believe this will help a lot in like saving our precious developers' time, and also saving lives, because a lot what we do in InterSystems and with communities, digital health applications, which make us healthier and save lives. Any maybe last words, like comments? Anyone wanna say anything? No, all good. So thanks again to everyone, and congratulations to participants, contributors, winners, everyone. Thanks for sharing your great experience in InterSystems technology and in development and contributions to the community. And have a great time, like weekend, summer.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone.
Sure. Thank you.
Bye.